Guys, amazing YouTube channel members. Today is a bit of a bombshell because today was the message that I got that sent me on this current mission that I'm on, making this series about the child trafficking. This is where I started to realize what my mission was after losing everything. And it's a big day. It was a big day, and it started from the message that I got on this particular day, which is next chronologically. The great thing about this series is I'm going through chronologically all the automatic writing messages that I got because I was doing it once a week. So we've gone through the despair, the depression, the starting to realize that I can change things in my life with the help of God. I don't like with the help of God. I don't like this whole manifestation thing. As I said before, I don't believe it's genuine. I believe God does work in our lives. And as long as we're on the right path, we're protected. So today was particularly special to me. This message was particularly special to me because I'd always wanted to talk about the stuff that I'd seen and stuff that just the lizardiness of Hollywood. Just I've seen lizardy people and I've seen the dead-eyed, and I wanted to talk about it for a long time, and I wanted to talk about the devilishness that exists in this town and by extension Hollywood as a whole. So basically the people that make the culture that we all digest are all, lots of them are evil, lots of them are lizard kind of people, you know. And I was scared to talk about it. I had a feeling that I was supposed to for a while, but I was scared. So this was an incredibly special message for me to get. It was just 2 words, and they came, you know, I talk about in the scrawl of the scribbling, non-dominant hand. It's normally I have to pick out words in the scrawl. This was incredibly clear. It was Jesus and protected. It makes me kind of emotional to think about it because I feel like I'm being really persecuted right now because of the video that I made about, I just feel like there's a lot of hate, there's a lot of persecution coming at me right now, a lot, from all angles. It feels sometimes like it's overwhelming from all angles. And when I come back to Jesus and protected, it gives me courage to keep going. That there's weird stuff happening to me right now, like in terms of just people, you know, I didn't want to talk about it on the main platform. I'm getting weird mail and somebody doxed me, and yeah, it's overwhelming, but I come back to Jesus protected. Jesus protects, as I now like to say. If ever I was going to get a tattoo, that's what it would be. And this may be a revelation to some of you because right until now, and it was a big revelation to me, until now, I hadn't believed, I couldn't put a name to my higher power or where these messages were coming from. But Jesus was a very interesting and very heartwarming word to receive. And it made me feel something deep inside, like a deep calling. And it was the first time I thought, I need to look into the Jesus aspect of my higher power and my God, you know. And I live in a town full of secular and a lot of evil, a lot of depression because of not believing in God, I really believe. So for me to not only believe in God, but now have a real essence, a real sense of Jesus in my life, it really spurred me on to go, wow, is this a Christian faith? Is this Catholicism? Is this, you know, and then I felt like I have to find out about these faiths that are related to Jesus because I feel a connection. I feel a heart chiming with this name, this word. And then bloody so many people were put in my life that were Christian. It was ridiculous how many people I met in the month after this. It was just so obviously a sign. Christian person, Christian person, Christian person, Catholic person, all these people that I'd never met anyone Christian or Catholic in this town. And suddenly I met a woman in the bank, a literal woman in the bank, who came over to me and she said, "I'm a fan of yours." And then we started talking about God and Jesus and Christianity. And then I met another person in a meeting who shared in a really incredible way that I totally identified with. And then at the end, he said it was the Catholic teaching. And I guess my dad's first generation Irish, came over on the boat when he was 15. So there's a Catholic side to me inherently. But so I'm still learning. I'm fascinated by all this. So this is a interesting development, and this started to give me courage, and Jesus gives me courage. And now I know I'm doing God's work because I feel it. I feel that the same way I got this message, I got this kind of fireball of like emotion. I can't explain it. It was like a big, warm, loved, protected feeling. And when I'm struggling and when I'm feeling like I don't know how I'm going to keep this show on the road, I don't know how it's going to keep going without all my videos getting demonetized, I don't know who am I affecting, the massive amount of hate. TikTok take my massive TikTok away, it gets permanently banned, and I just come back to Jesus protects. Seminal in my life. It was. I love to talk about this. I love talking about, I think this is my favorite message, because it kind of solidified my faith in my heart and in my head. So I was excited to tell you about this one. What's your religion? Let me know in the comments if you're religious. What are you? Because I'm really desperate to find out all the differences, because I'm on the right track. I love you guys so much. Let's come back next week and go on to the next message.